Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at WallStreetLiveChat.com. Just wanted to go over the big boards that moved pretty well today and see what potential they have for the next day, or the next couple days anyway. All right, the big mover today was OSIR. She was a beauty, 138% and solid. Big gap up this morning. We caught it pre-market in chat. If we had right around 13 and change, we could have jumped in. She opened up at 16 and ran up to 25.90. Closed pretty much close to the high of the day. If you look here, you know, these gaps get filled. So you just have to be careful about how long you're going to go with this one. I'm not sure what the news was. I really didn't follow it. But just from a technical standpoint, let me switch this over to a weekly real quick. You know, you've had some great consolidation. After a little move here, you know, you had some nice solid consolidation until the breakout today to the upside. So where do you think we can go from here? Well, I'm looking at history and history only. After this break of this cluster high here, okay, it showed that it was going higher. The only resistance now would be under this set of candles here, and this is on the weekly. So it broke that and held above that on big volume. So now all we're going to do is test this high up here, which is 29.39. But they don't stay up here forever. Your relative strength index is right around 84. It does have room to move higher, but you're going to get some profit taken. You know, and here's what you look for. You look for a consolidation probably somewhere in this area. Move that line back up. Consolidation in this area after we spike up and hit this high. Okay, that's going to be big resistance. And you're probably going to stay in this area a little bit. If it still finds its strength here, then it won't come down and fill that lower gap anytime soon. So just keep an eye on it. You know, if you didn't get in this area, don't rush it. It's 130% up and everything pulls back. Okay, switching back to the daily, let's take a look at VSCP. I think it's an Amex. Either way, on the daily, again, here's one of those, you know, one of those consolidation periods, and then breakout. Had a little gap up this morning, but it did break the 200-day, broke the 50. It was resting at the 50-day. Has a little lower gap now to fill, but looking forward, what the potential is, you know, you have a few areas here. You have the 76. You have 90, about 94. I'd go all the way up here. Well, you have a good cluster right here, so right around 93, somewhere in that area. But it is going up. So any pullback, look for the 200-day to be support and then move to the upside. Generally, if it continues, you know, keeps breaking these lines on higher volume, then 108 and so on and so forth. Taking a look at the weekly, what has happened to this one in the weekly? You know, we have this high up here, 310, and a nice little area right here to keep your eye on. So 175. So on the weekly, you did break over the 50-day moving average. Okay, that's very important. Now, being broken over that, if you're looking for a longer term play, you know, this may be something that you want to look at, because being over the 50, it will now act as support, or should act as support. And you know, you have plenty of room to move to the upside on this one. Okay. DGIT, another one for a couple days now. We've been talking about this one in chat, and here we are. We broke the 50-day yesterday. That was the buy, and we took off and spiked today. But you know, extending this a little bit longer on the weekly. Let me switch it to the daily. Sorry. Okay, the daily's ugly. Has a lot of gaps and took off like a rocket. So my prediction here is it's getting, you know, 73. It has probably one more day to move forward and then start to pull back. But look for the 1025 to be filled, gap to be filled, and then maybe move forward. Back to the weekly real quick. Any consolidation, you know, keep an eye on what's ahead. You know, right in this area here, because well, you have a little bit of resistance. That might be the top for tomorrow. But if it breaks over that, look for it to come up to the 21 to 24 area. So, and that's on a weekly. Your 86, your RSI is at 86. It's getting very overbought, so you're going to need a pullback. Okay, so just keep an eye on that one. ATL, I'm going to go a little bit faster here because I'm doing this all night. ATL is starting to move to the upside. It's a minor. Some of these minors are starting to get exciting. We had a huge spike here, 35 to 50, pulled back down to 35. So does it have room to move forward on a longer term basis? Yes. Just throw it on your weekly if you're looking to go long. You hit resistance here because of the candles right on the left, these candles right here. Okay, so it does have room to move up. Your next biggest point of resistance will probably be with this cluster right here, which is about 80 cents. ISR is moving in a nice trend. Okay, we have an actual great trend with a 50-day break yesterday, and she has plenty of room on the weekly to move to the upside. On the daily, she was pretty aggressive. She hit this and acted as resistance. Okay, but this one looks like we can move right up to 96 area and then come back and test these old highs about 147. Couple more. CACH, great daily trend, heading up, and up from $2. Right now we're at 448. You caught the bottom here and watch that consolidation, and then she took off like a rocket. So you're over the 50-day now. Your Bollinger Bands is opening right up. You're right at resistance right now. So if she can move over this tomorrow, it's going to act as support for another leg higher. You have a gap up here. I love upper gaps that have to get filled, and this one has the potential to come up and fill this gap right here, which is about 7.25. I would be peeling off right around 7 because a lot of people will start doing so. So potential for 7, plenty of room. Looking on the weekly, same thing. Looks good. Breaking out over this cluster here, come up and hit the 7 and change area. So CACH. Look for 7. Let me do one more real quick. DANG, I like that one. DANG has been doing very nice the last couple of days, but it's getting, these China stocks are out of control. 375, a couple weeks ago, and now we're freaking 12. So, and that's all new highs. So pulling it over to the weekly, all right, we have broken this right here. We have broken it and did close above it, so the only place now to go is up. Looks like 1775 is next from this 1171, and this is on a weekly, so going longer term, it looks very safe. Well, not very safe, it looks safer. And expect some consolidation. Your RSI is a little bit high, so expect some channeling the next couple of days, but keep an eye on it longer term. And that's going to do it for me for today. There's plenty of other ones that we've been discussing, and I will go over them in detail in chat. So see you at WallStreetLiveChat.com to review and rock the stock market. Peace.